Streaming cable freaking news. Disney, Hulu, and Max have talked about this bundle that they're working on. And they're really trying to pitch it to you as if it's something special that hasn't been out there. It's cable.
Yeah, it's sort of cable. It's cable reinvented, cable 2.0, 3.0, whatever we want to say.
We talked about this on Intercut, 7?
14, 25, 34.
Last week's. Every single week they're coming up with something new. And just this idea of them lying to you. I hate when people pitch you something that's screwing you over, but they sell it as it's for your benefit. Just make these cheaper, dude. I don't need to combine Disney, Hulu, and Max. I think it's weird who's deciding to join each other. Like, they're clicking up in the weirdest way possible. Because then on the other side of it, Netflix, Apple, and Peacock. Like, who drew these lines?
Yeah, well, I kind of feel like it's like Netflix is the big dog in streaming right now, right? And
Yes.
the ones that have the most competitive streaming platforms are Disney, also Hulu, and Warner with Max. So it's kind of like silver and bronze teaming up to fight gold, but gold recruiting, all the other people. Apple and Peacock are just kind of hoping to get some increased exposure off of Netflix in a deal like this one. And it's interesting because if you read some more into it, like Disney benefits a lot from the bundle that is being proposed between Disney, Hulu, and Max. Like they are going to reap the lion's share of whatever money comes from subscribers. So Max is in a position where they're like potentially sacrificing some of what they would be getting from clients just to try and be more competitive, to be in more households.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
we're Civil War.
I mean, at this point, this is really just going to escalate at some point to all of them
Violence?
doing one massive bundle.
Oh,
Yeah. Violence too.
Netflix Plus. I gotta ask you, Disney, Max, Hulu, Netflix, Apple, Peacock, who you got?
For me, if I only can subscribe to one bundle, we're just talking personal value, not like who I think wins the war, right?
Yeah, I want your personal one first. Which one are you going for?
Disney, Hulu, Max, all the way. All the way. Netflix has got like Ripley and a bunch of trash on it. I love Peacock. I defend Apple TV Plus on here, but they got a good show once every 2 months, 3 months maybe. Hulu, Max, they're putting out quality constantly. And then you get Disney Plus's archive in it too. It's no question. We're
going to be talking about some Max stuff that's coming out. Don't get it twisted. I love Max. I tune in for the Hulu shows, for sure. I'm going Netflix, Apple Plus, Peacock, buddy. Has to be. You just said, who's the biggest one? Netflix. When they all fall under one, Netflix. Which one you guys talking about, bro? Netflix. It's Netflix all the way. Apple TV Plus, you said, is the new HBO. Peacock has got the best live streaming possible, in my opinion, too. They got better sports. They're not pulling that BS that they're trying to do over there with ESPN and Max, which I think is another reason, what we reported on a couple of weeks ago, that they also got that streaming service. So I already don't even think it's a good deal because these other chumps over here are going to split up their stuff too. That's the nastiest part. Here, play this bundle for this movie. And we stripped everything out. So it's technically going to be more expensive once you get the streaming and the live sports. Let me hit you with the juggernaut. Max stuff has been coming to Netflix anyway. They put the Batman on there.
Stuff, though. Just the old stuff.
Sure, just like the old Disney archives. Netflix, Peacock, Apple TV Plus. Let's go. And I like Max.
All right, but I'll be watching The Bear and Shogun while you rewatch Baby Reindeer and Stranger Things.
I'll get it in 6 months, okay? Out of this news, they decided to also drop a new Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, with Andy Serkis assuming the director's chair role. And this is a film that, at least right now, is called The Hunt for Gollum. And, it's gone so well for the Lord of the Rings people whenever they stray from Tolkien's books, right?
When they go to Prime. and The Hobbit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You watching the show on Prime? You watching Rings of Power?
No, I'm paying for it though because they raised my prices. Hey, looking at the new Apes movie, they were all talking about that Gollum. I think it was Owen Teagues, the one who plays the lead character in this new one, Noah. That this performance was what really got him into acting. He goes like, "Wow, there's actually someone behind all that." That's something that really intrigues me. Now he's doing like some of the most advanced motion capture work in this new Kingdom movie. I'd be curious to see what Andy Serkis does here. I think that this will be a way for him to pioneer the way that we talked about Fall Guy, really pushing stunts and that being the movie with the behind-the-scenes team to push that in the Academy category. I know he's been behind the scenes for a long time. I think this could be the movie to really push that to the forefront of... It's not even called motion capture anymore. As the Avatar team said, it's performance capture. So, if anything, at the bare minimum, the technical advancements that they're going to do with this is what I'm most excited for. But can we get a Peter Jackson movie, bro? Like an actual Peter Jackson movie soon?
Yeah, can he stop making like weird Beatles movies or whatever's going on?
And the last bit of news right here, I love this one. You've been hearing how Sony wants to buy Apollo? Mm-hmm. Bro, they're talking so much smack. It really made me laugh. That they're already telling you what they're going to do with the carcass of Paramount. That is some sick stuff. They're talking about splitting Paramount, getting rid of CBS, and just like redistributing everything. Did they buy it already and just aren't saying anything?
No, there's all this is all like, it's a little more than speculation, but it's not like it's done. It's sort of like leaks to reporters about plans or ideas. Part of what complicates this is Sony is not an American company, and Paramount owns CBS, the cable channel, and there is, I believe, an FCC rule that forbids non-American companies from owning channels, network channels like that. So if Sony is to buy Paramount, they would not be able to legally own CBS unless they like establish some offshoot in America.
Gotcha. They'd have to get rid of it.
With somebody. Yeah.
Like that TikTok rule and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I see that.
So, but that doesn't mean they can't have Paramount Plus or Paramount Studios. A lot of people are also concerned about the potential Paramount sale because the Paramount Studio lot is one of the historic lots in Hollywood. A lot of really movies, were shot there. There's a lot of history there, and there's a good chance that if the sale goes through, that the lot will be, sold off as a piece of real estate.
That's a good point, because even not just the stuff that was filmed there, like didn't Mank walk through it? Didn't they just make the offer show with it? Like it's also used as backdrops to this day.
It's a setting essentially.
It's even now, but I don't know. We'll see. I think it's interesting. I just I read it and I felt like it was somebody who hasn't bought your house yet, showing you the new blueprints of what they're gonna do with it. So it'll be interesting to see how they expand. I'm surprised that Sony doesn't have its own streaming service. I think I dusted off my PlayStation and I booted it up. I guess they kind of have some movies you can stream when you have the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, but it's different. So. They've sort of stayed out of the streaming wars in that way.
It's not streaming.
And just kind of been there've been almost like an arms dealer making movies and selling them off to Netflix or whoever. Which,
that is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Sony is not one of the companies that's up for sale. So,
hey, what did I tell you, bro? I said that Netflix even gets Sony, bro. We got Sony movies. Yes, they may be better, but they do come to Sony. So it's like a 4 bundle right there. There you go.